In two technical news.
I love it. Those all in sync.
Serious business here.
What is technical? Tell me.
Submitted by Char Sway.
Chashu.
Chashu?
Char Shui.
Chinese, right?
One of my good friends, that's her last name, and she said it's Sway.
Oh.
So that's a change.
So she knew what she was talking about.
Oh, that's a change. Well then, a mom is shocked by the reason her daughter's sweatshirt violated her school's dress code.
Oh, a technicality.
Oh, this is gonna be annoying.
It's probably like the sleeve was this much too short or something.
I just imagine Mean Girls when she cut the nipples out.
That's what I was thinking too. That's what I was thinking, and I was like, wait a minute, no, the mother would understand that that's not okay.
At our school, we had like spaghetti strap, because spaghetti straps were really popular,
right.
and so it was like it couldn't be thinner than like
2 fingers, right?
Yeah,
I remember that.
2 fingers.
Yeah. So this takes place in Utah, and this teen was forced to change out of her sweatshirt because there was an image of Marilyn Monroe, and she was violating the dress code.
Oh my god!
So fun, showing her shoulder.
What is this, a Catholic school?
No.
No, I love it. Well, it's Utah, so it's probably a Mormon.
Oh, Utah.
Oh my god.
Well, I mean, they don't mention it was a religious school.
Well, there's just a lot. I mean, like a lot of people in that area are Mormon. I don't know.
Oh my god, can we get a petty scale? Like on a scale of 1 to 10, how petty was that?
Are you Utah petty?
Okay, for Utah, it's like I want to like change a little bit, but
Her shoulder.
And like what? Like Marilyn Monroe doesn't go to that school.
I know, exactly.
They write her up.
What do they think they're
Marilyn
gonna
Monroe.
do? Like start uprising? Because it's like if Marilyn inspired me to do it, they're gonna be like,
Right?
No, it's because it's distracting the boys. That's why the whole school thing exists for girls. So fucking stupid.
it is stupid.
What I'm wondering is, do they have art history class and then do all of those images of like naked ladies, titties out, all of that? Is that against school code?
Because it's
But
raw
their shoulders are covered. Their titties are showing.
Yeah, that shoulder is giving me boners.
That's true.
That is wild. What is she
So
wearing?
many people boners.
Is it like a halter top?
I think it's
It's
like
a Photoshop thing. Because she's next to Tupac. So it's like a Photoshop.
Oh.
her sleeve is just like kind of off the shoulder.
That's accurate history. I've seen it. I've seen it before.
Yeah, so this teen, she loves Marilyn Monroe, and like she has like a whole bunch of shirts and sweaters of her image, but then this girl is 13, by the way. And so that's when the vice principal was like, nah, you need to go change, that violates the dress code. And she was like, what the hell? So when she went home, she told her mom about
funny.
this. Yeah, and then so the mom went to the school to talk to the school about this, and then that's when the principal explained that Marilyn Monroe was not in compliance with dress code because she had exposed shoulders, and that students are not allowed to have exposed shoulders at school, and since Monroe was wearing, what she was wearing was not within the school dress code.
But this bitch just said that students can't wear. Monroe is not a fucking student.
Was Tupac's shoulders showing?
What, is he shirtless?
No, I can't tell.
I don't even know.
I can't tell.
Okay, fine.
I like how the principal though, like when this happened, he felt the authority. He's like, I'm the principal, you're the student, you gotta do this, blah, blah, blah. And then like a few hours later, when the mom comes back, it's like, hi, I'd like to talk about that weird thing you just did. He was like, shit, that was kind of weird. I've gotta justify it.
Double down.
Yeah, he didn't double down on it.
Maybe he was turned on by Marilyn Monroe.
Oh yeah.
Getting me too worked up.
It is on a 13-year-old
I haven't had sex with my wife in 9 years, and this is too much.
Well, Marilyn Monroe was definitely a hussy, so was he like, damn, this hussy's turning me on, and I don't want this hussy influencing.
Maybe just Marilyn is inappropriate in general for a 13-year-old in his eyes.
Maybe.
But
she
Tupac's
was a
okay.
whore.
Yeah, Tupac's fine.
And that's also kind of who liked Marilyn Monroe growing up, though. That's a little weird.
Yeah, also, who started the trend of girls looking up to like...
It was always Mexican girls at my school.
We had Tweety.
Tweety was topless too. Okay. Is it boy?
Yeah.
Oh, then it's okay.
I'm with you. I thought it was a girl.
No, Tweety's a fucking
We just
man.
blew her mind.
Oh, true. You're
That's
right.
the first time Nikki has ever just shut up immediately.
Steve felt it somewhere like, he's like, she just shut up for a second.
Steve's just walking around right now and he just gets all, what was that? It was like, did Nikki just push back on an argument?
know. It's okay. A lot of people thought that Tweety was a
Yeah, well, Tweety's a very effeminate male, okay?
Hey, like I said, the Mexicans took that one, all right? So
I've always seen the crazy the Mexican, the cholas in my school. They always
No,
had
she's
it.
right too. In my school too, we had a shirt.
Okay, fine.
I had a shirt, Marilyn Monroe shirt
Because they
too.
always said some shit that excuses their shit that says like, if you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best. And it's always the
Tumblr on a sweatshirt before Tumblr.
Yeah, exactly. They were the Tumblr.
Yeah, and we also take ownership of Tinkerbell, all right? So y'all can't have
Remember
her.
when our Instagram was just us taking disposable camera pictures and putting it in our binders? Oh yeah. Like in the clear binders? That
We
was
always
our
take like a whole
Instagram.
day to like decorate the binder from the outside and the inside.
Yeah, we had a theme. Okay, we started that.
Y'all were nerds. That's all I gotta say. I didn't do any of that shit.
Wow, you're cool, Jess.
I didn't have any friends.
Yeah, what would you do with all that spare
You
time?
didn't have friends to take pictures of.
I didn't have friends. I didn't.
That's fucked up. You had friends, right?
I only know because I didn't have friends and I didn't have a binder.
Yeah, exactly. You see?
I have friends on the internet on the message board.
The ones who didn't have friends
Oh, that is nerdy.
took like candy wrappers and shit, like Takis wrappers.
Oh yeah, that's
and
true.
put it in the binder.
I had pictures of me and my cat.
How cute.
I felt sad for a second there.
I don't know if that was a joke.
It wasn't.
It was yesterday. It's her work binder.
The cat lady.
I don't think I ever decorated my binder because I usually didn't bring it. I usually also wasn't there.
Oh, really? You ditched the lot?
I mean, because I had no friends, but like next level, I thought everyone hated me, so I was like, I just won't go today.
Oh.
Yeah.
What'd you do instead?
I would just like skip and then wait for my mom to go to work and then go back home.
Dude, same. My aunt used to check my room every morning to make sure I went to school, so I would go hide and sleep in the closet until I hear the front door close and I go back to bed and sleep.
Oh my god, yes, yes. No binders here, dog.
Wait, how did you get through high school then?
Yeah.
I got kicked out of 3 different schools, and then I finally went to an alternative school that had a lot of online classes. So I took those from home, and then I graduated when I was like 16.
Oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
I would go to school and then ditch. So like, there were some teachers that I got really good grades, and so a lot of teachers were really chill. And there was like a 7-Eleven and a Costco and all this stuff like right like over the hill from our school. So I would be like, I gotta go to the bathroom, and then I would just go chill at like at 7-Eleven, go chill at Costco.
You would get marked as attendant.
Go to the Barnes and Noble. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I would go first too, and then I would leave.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, so this girl here, so the vice principal was the one that was tripping over her sweatshirt, but then when the mom finally talked to the principal, because I said principal earlier, but that's still the vice principal. Principal said that no, he's actually gonna have to go over the dress code policy with the school staff because the teachers are just going and bringing their own opinion because that has nothing to do with the dress code.
Oh my god.
Was the vice principal a woman?
Not that I know of.
Oh, you were looking for a little bit of like. Oh.
Well, because that happened to me. So the vice principal at my school was a lady, and she I think she was kind of miffed that she was not the principal or something. I don't know. She'd always kind of have to use her power, her assert authority, right? And I was such a good student, right? I got straight A's, but she would walk past I would wear punk rock clothes, so I looked like maybe not a good student, and she would walk past these cheerleaders that are wearing tiny ass little skirts, tiny ass little tank tops, breaking school rules crazy, and she would go to me and be like, you can't it was cool to tighten your t-shirt by putting you would tighten it with a rubber band.
Oh, people don't do that anymore?
I don't know if they do that. I don't do that anymore.
I don't do that.
I think everyone still does that.
She got mad at me for that. So she's like, you have to take your shirt down. So I was like, whatever. So I did. And then later in the day, I put it back up. And she's like, I told you at lunchtime to take it down. And she took me out of school and then into what's it called? The detention,
office?
basically detention, but during school hours. And I was like, I have to take a test right now. I'm gonna miss my history test. She's like, I don't care. I told you to.
In school suspension. In school suspension,
In school suspension, yeah. And I was crying because I was missing this test, and I thought it was gonna affect my grade.
They didn't give you the test.
You cared?
No, I did. I cared. I really cared. And she was she took me out of class. Cause that class was actually an essential class. I would ditch the elective classes, you know? And so yeah, she took me out of class and she took my bracelet because she said that it might hurt somebody.
Was it
Wow.
spiky?
It was like studs. It wasn't like spikes. It was like studs.
Square ones.
And I was like,
my God.
you could hurt someone with your earring more than that bracelet.
Wait, were any of you guys? I just had PTSD. Were any of you guys ever in ISS?
No.
What is that?
Were you ever
suspension?
Space station?
It was the worst. Like if you get suspended for anything, you would normally just go home and you're like, oh, and then your parents are real mad at you, so there was some punishment in it.
Yeah.
But in school suspension, they would put us in a trailer and we just all had desks and there was a security guard and you were not allowed to talk for 8 hours and they would just give you work.
No.
I did Saturday school instead.
I did Saturday school once too. I forged my mom's signature because she told me to, but they caught me. So then,
Even though they talked to you, they didn't talk to your mom. Like,
well,
hey.
she had to sign for it. So my mom was like, just like fake my signature and pretend it's me. And I'm like, okay. And then they like caught me. They're like, this doesn't look like your other mom, the other
Oh
signature.
no! Did your mom explain?
Yeah, but they didn't care because forgery is like not chill.
They should put your mom in suspension.
Imagine if you made it weird, like, well, yeah, my parents got divorced because my dad cheated on my mom, and now she's a wreck, and now there's a new lady, so
Oh
she
my
signed
God.
it for me.
Exactly.
Just freak him out completely.
Now that I think about it, I'm trying to imagine, like, if I tried to forge anyone's signature now, it'd be a hot mess. So what made me think at the age of 9?
I did that too.
Like, you know, and I actually thought, like,
mine
oh,
too,
this,
in third
yeah.
grade.
Yeah, it's
Green
like,
crayon.
Second grade.
you actually think, like, oh, man, yeah, this looks good, this looks good. There's no fucking way that was believable. There's absolutely no way.
I had my friend fake a report card for me once, and now that I think about it, when I got in trouble for it, I looked at it, I'm like, damn, I'm dumb as fuck, because they looked terrible. It wasn't even on the right paper. I don't even think they spelled part of it wrong. Or right.
Wow.
Wait, what'd you have Saturday school for?
I was very truant.
Oh.
Like a lot. Like when I was in elementary school, my parents even had to go to court because of how many times I was late.
Oh my god!
Damn.
Pretty crazy.
Was that you on some thug shit, or that was like your parents?
No, that was my parents. They were just
That was
very-
Lupita, not Tiffany.
They were very irresponsible because they were the ones taking me to school. I was in elementary school. And then it had led to the point where the court had to step
So
in.
then you had to go to Saturday school for
Oh
that?
no. So what I'm talking about now was when I was younger. But then in high school, I was still like my whole school career, I was just always late.
Oh.
And by the time it was
Now you're very on time.
kinda. Not really. I mean, I did improve from when I was in school, but I'm not like the best. I'm not like super early every time. I try.